Okay, I want you to imagine we're sneaking into a dairy barn late in the evening. The farmer has gone home, the lights are dimmed, and the barn is completely quiet. But in the fascinating fictional fable we're looking at today, called the Bovine Council on Balanced Nutrition, something kind of magical happens after hours. The dairy cows are actually having a secret meeting, and they're talking to each other. We're going to use this incredibly clever fable to unpack the very real, very vital science of dairy cow nutrition. By the end of this explainer, you'll understand exactly what it takes to really fuel a dairy herd directly from the perspective of the animals themselves.
So listen to what Bella, an older, experienced cow in the herd, has to say. She brings up a crucial distinction that sits at the absolute heart of animal nutrition: the vast difference between simply filling a stomach and actually fueling a body. You know, a cow can eat all day, feel completely full, and still be running on empty when it comes to the specific energy required to produce milk. Bella knows from years of experience that sheer volume does not automatically equal vitality.
Section 1. Why hay isn't enough. This brings us to a really fantastic question posed by Luna, the curious cow of the herd. She asks, isn't hay and a little concentrate enough? And honestly, for generations, that was kind of the standard approach, right? But Luna's question opens the door to understanding the extreme metabolic demands that are actually placed on these animals. Bella steps right in with her wisdom to answer Luna, laying out the stark realities of milk production. It takes a monumental amount of nutrients. I mean, a dairy cow's body is working incredibly hard every single day. If the ration they're fed isn't scientifically balanced to meet that massive output, the cow's body literally starts to borrow from itself. This leads directly to a loss of body condition and, naturally, a drop in milk production. But most alarmingly, it leads to an increased vulnerability to diseases. A poorly fueled cow is a compromised cow, plain and simple. And this perfectly illustrates the paradigm shift we're talking about here. Daisy, a young and energetic cow in the story, chimes in. She's been listening to the gossip from cows at a neighboring farm, and she notes this exact comparison. The old menu of just hay and a little concentrate is being totally replaced by the new menu, a highly targeted, mathematically balanced ration. Daisy heard that the neighboring cows get the exact right amounts of energy, protein, fiber, vitamins, and minerals. And the result? Well, those neighboring cows say they feel much healthier and produce far more milk. It's a complete upgrade in agricultural science.
Section 2. Don't forget the water.
Now enter Rosie, the incredibly practical cow of the group. Rosie interjects with a super grounding reminder. You can have the most perfectly calculated, scientifically balanced feed in the entire world, but without enough fresh water, it simply isn't going to matter. Cows drink a massive volume of water every single day. I mean, milk itself is primarily water. Rosie's practical point reminds us that all this high-level nutritional science completely collapses without the foundational element of adequate, clean hydration.
Section 3. The Ideal Dairy Menu.
So what exactly does this ideal menu look like from Bella's experience perspective? Well, it's a total mixed ration. Every single piece of this equation is absolutely essential. They need high-quality forage and effective fiber specifically to keep the rumen, that incredibly complex digestive system they have, running healthy. They need highly digestible energy to fuel their movement and milk creation. They require adequate protein for bodily repair and milk composition, right alongside essential minerals and vitamins for overall immune and metabolic health. And Bella adds a brilliant caveat here. Every single ingredient should be carefully measured according to the cow's specific stage of lactation. A cow that just gave birth needs a totally different ratio than a cow late in her milking cycle.
I absolutely love this addition from Rosie. She throws this in with a laugh, but honestly, the message is dead serious. The crucial point is this. Creating that perfectly balanced, total mixed ration we just discussed isn't some DIY project you base on a gut feeling. It requires complex math, biology, and chemistry. Rosie is making a direct plea for professional scientific expertise. Less guessing, more consulting with animal nutritionists who actually run the numbers to ensure every single bite is optimized. Daisy wraps up the cow's perspective by pointing out a pretty massive irony. She wishes the farmer knew that giving them this ideal, scientifically balanced menu isn't just a favor to the cows. It creates this incredible ripple effect of benefits. Healthier cows naturally have fewer health problems, which saves money on vet bills and severely reduces stress. Better overall milk production means, well, more product to sell. Ultimately, investing in the cow's nutrition creates an undeniable win-win situation, resulting in increased profits for the farm. Taking care of the animal's welfare literally takes care of the business.
Section 4. Listening to the herd.
The narrator of the fable pulls back the curtain here to explain this perfectly.
Even without words, a herd's physical metrics tell the complete, honest story of their nutritional status. If you're really paying attention, the cows are communicating loud and clear. You can read their diet by looking at their overall health and resistance to disease. You can read it in the daily data of their milk production levels. You can visually assess it by looking at their physical body condition, like are they maintaining a healthy weight or are they thinning out? And you can observe it in their everyday behavior. The numbers and the biology, they do the talking for them.
Ultimately, what Bella and her friends are asking for is proper nutritional management. That means providing a scientifically balanced feed ration right alongside adequate clean water. And why do we do it? For a threefold purpose: to improve animal welfare, to maximize productivity, and to ensure farm profitability. As the source states so clearly, healthy cows are productive cows. Bella's midnight wishes, they aren't just some fairy tale. They're the bedrock of modern agricultural science.
And that brings us right to the closing message of our explainer today, and it's a pretty provocative thought to leave you with. Listen to your cows, even when they don't speak. We spend so much time looking for verbal confirmation in life, but often the most important data is sitting right in front of us, communicated through health, output, and condition. Whether you're managing a dairy farm or just managing the complex systems in your own life and business, ask yourself, are you actively listening to the silent signals of the systems around you? Are you truly fueling them for success or just filling a void? Keep observing, keep learning, and as always, thanks so much for hanging out with me for this explainer.